Week 1, Day 2. We're down to only Lamboose and crew. Hey! I did a rhyme. Okay, so I'm going to touch base on some of the little hoops that will drive you guys crazy because in a Western country, whoo, that's not allowed. So we'll get into that and a little bit of the property and picking up parts. Freedom. It's one of the things I keep saying, guys. Let it all go. Not the freedom, but let the junk go. Here, our electrical. Okay. And I did have my moment yesterday where I went, really? Really? Lynn, we're married. Lynn cannot get a power permit because I am also on the title. She cannot walk down there and get a power permit without my signatures, my ID. Can you imagine? How many women would be running down the street with their hair on fire right now in a Western country if they couldn't go down and apply for an electrical permit? Aye, biga. And we have to supply a marriage certificate and all the IDs that go along with it. So if you can't handle something like that, then maybe the Philippines isn't for you. But I'm going to say, go there, go, go, go. And a reminder, if you haven't checked out, it's coming up soon, Mail Order Bride 2. It's all about tours that are offered in the Philippines, okay? So you can get your feet wet with learning about the Philippines and everything and have meet and greet and all that type of thing. Okay, let's get down to our build. These guys have clearly done construction before. They have got tarps going up. Yippee! If you recall last year, if you were watching our videos, it took those guys 4 weeks. Sure, yes. Oh, we can do it. Yeah, yeah. Of course. Look at the other crew. They're doing it. Don't ask. Okay, so let's see. Michael, did Lynn talk to you about the pepper plant? Did Lynn?
We have to transfer and we have to dig here to plant.
Dig here, yeah. Okay, good, good. So what happened, guys, was there was a lovely pepper plant. People were picking last year and they were grabbing the peppers off. Don't know if you can see them so well here, maybe there. And anyway, we're going to try, because the roots are pretty decent, we're going to try and revive this thing. We will put it on the east-facing wall of the garage, and that should solve some of that problem with the excessive heat, because the pepper plant, sorry, the brightness may be overwhelming here. The pepper plant was sitting over by the motorcycle and the car underneath the trees there. So it was getting virtually no sun and thriving like crazy. Okay, so Michael did a good job here. He's got a lot of these grasses down, and we will be utilizing the Lamboose crew. We re-exposed our water line here. The other pipe is for the electrical. And if we can get the grasses moved over, well, we can. We can sort of see where the water pipe is going here. And we'll get that re-exposed again. It should still be light soil. And then we can put a pipe in for the electrical. Because I'm not confident that we're going to get the electrical fast like they keep promising. Remember, Philippine time. Philippine time is not the same time as everywhere else. And it's really a fallout or a connection to the Spanish, okay? Spanish were in the Philippines in a big way. And like many other countries that are Spanish-based, there were siestas and all that type of thing. So, if you go to Mexico, you know what Mexican time is, etc. So I had one question about why this block and everything is here. Why is that raised here? That's the front patio, okay? It will stretch the full length of the house and only about 2 meters deep, okay? And so when we get those trees trimmed out, the ocean, aka the Daggett, is that way. We've got to get all these grasses knocked down first. Okay, so where I'm walking right now will be the plumbing, electrical, all that stuff will come scooting through here. And this is part of the reason for the elevation is we put the septic tank quite high, right? We wanted it on the crown so that because the guys were warning us, if we put it at the other end of the property, which is where I was initially looking, they said it'll just fill up with rainwater. So the perk on the soil would literally, because the septic tanks here are open on the bottom. Now our bottoms are only open on the clarified side and the muddy water side, but not the solid side. We did concrete the bottom of that for easier flushing later on, guys. We did that on purpose so that, 20 years from now, if we need to deal with the solids, then there's a hard bottom and they won't actually start sucking up soil, which has been a problem. I've run into a few videos about that, and people end up collapsing their septic tank. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, the bunkhouse is open, and Michael cut the grass down here, but it's already growing back. So this was the bunkhouse that we built. We had 2 guys living in here last year. We had a plywood floor on there, but because the termites will eat the plywood, I guess they like the glue in it, then we moved the plywood into the garage. One thing about being by a basketball court, we get free entertainment. Looks like there's a high school group here and they're practicing. So we're gonna sneak in. One girl's pointing at the kid. And we've got other ones way down there. Gonna slide. Okay. Say goodbye. Bye. We didn't see the school over here much last year, but we're seeing it this year. It's all okay though. This is fun. We go focus, guys. Look, 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 look. This is mixing, mixing. Lime and rum. Favorite pastime? Basketball. They do a lot of one-on-one here. Okay, let's do it. Wow. Whoopa. You're getting tired. Okay, Michael's hard at it. He's in the brutal sun. So we made a bit of a mistake here yesterday on this slab. When we come out of the garage or guest house, which is along this wall, we'll come out and immediately turn to our left, your right. And that will be the sink because everything there will flow downhill. And we are going to do it where, yes, the toilet will be in the shower, guys. Toilet is going in the shower. It's actually pretty handy. A lot of Filipino showers are like that. The toilet is in the low zone of the bathroom because the entire floor goes into a drain. So it's very handy. You just sit down and you can do your feet and everything in all the comfort. And honestly, it's no different than a shower you know, those fiberglass showers where they have a bench in them anyway. Okay, here's one of the best things we ever bought last year, 1,000-liter totes, IBC totes. And so we are going to take one of these, and I've had questions as to why our gutter looks so stupid. Well, it's by design. This downspout here is meant to come into the tote that's going to be below it, okay? And then out of the tote we can water, we can do whatever, and then overflow will go into the vertical pipe, okay? So that at the bottom is not glued, okay? That has all been by design so far. An update, how did our solar light do? It did phenomenal. Still working great. It's set on a medium brightness. It doesn't have a motion sensor on it, so the ones that we're going to put on the front of the garage here will have motion sensors on them, and which will be over and above the electric system that's going to be in the house. Okay, if you can see it on the pictures, our electric wire is now to the yard pole, and even with this little itty bitty camera on this Pocket 2, you can see that pole is bending. So we're going to put a guy wire in there, pull that puppy down, or at least give it some strength. They really tightened that way too much. Okay, I think she's actually ready now. You ready now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, believe it or not, we are at the final stages of our electrical, but not so much. Now we got informed today that our barangay can only apply
The town of San Remigio, the application day is only every Thursday, so we have to run tomorrow because tomorrow is Thursday. And the problem, another problem is, even if we will place all the application papers in the office of Sebeco, and that all the lines has been set ready to be connected by the lineman from Sebeco. The problem is they don't have the meter to put into our property.
Yeah, the meter for reading the electrical usage.
Yeah.
So we will, on our application day, if they say they have no meters and they will get back to us, I'm going to say to them, we will go to Cebu and buy our own damn meter.
That is the problem. That is what we were talking about earlier with the Sibaya people. They said that the problem is there are lots of meters out there in the stores, but they won't allow you to use it. They want you to use their own meter because it is calibrated. I understand that, but the problem is it might be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean right now from China on the way to the Philippines. Who knows when it will arrive?
So this is part of the reality, guys, of how things kind of work here, especially at the government level. I haven't shown you the roads yet, but quite often you could be cruising along and it's a 4-lane, and all of a sudden there's a big tree. The road just stops. The road reappears again another 10 feet on the other side. Meanwhile, it's a choke point. So same thing here. I can envision the power company. They say, okay, well, let's order 10. We'll order bulk. Of course, in Canada, we'd order 100, right? Or more.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Yeah. And we'd also insist that our suppliers in Canada have X amount of stock at any given point in order for us to feed off of it when we do order in bulk.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not the reality here. But, so Sin and I, let's start that all over again. But Lynn and I have been talking about what we can and can't do here. One of the drawbacks was we're not going to be able to move into this garage.
Yeah, we can't move. Like our forecast was only like a week and a half because we arrived midweek last week. But no, that's not what's gonna happen in reality.
So that's okay. This is just part of the hiccup stuff that goes on. And you know, I've done engineering long enough that, not to say it doesn't frustrate me, but I've done it long enough to know that these kind of hiccups, sometimes they're major, will reoccur.
Yeah.
Talk to our electrician. He's going to start wiring the garage tomorrow. So all of that kind of stuff will be in play. The day they turn it on, boom,
Yay!
we're going to have power just like that.
We're gonna move in right away.
As we used to say, like shit through a funnel, this thing is going to go fast once it's once it's hooked up.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap for today. Don't forget, guys, subscribe.
Comment and like. Thank you so much.
Salamat.